Eva Marcille recently shared her thoughts on her experience in Morocco while filming Special Forces World's Toughest Test, describing it as a stark contrast to her time on The Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip, a season that she claims will never be released. In January 2023, Marcille joined a star-studded cast of Real Housewives for what was intended to be the fourth season of RHUGT. But the project was ultimately shelved by Bravo due to legal complications stemming from an incident involving Brandi Glanville and Caroline Manzo. "It's not coming out. It's never happening," Marcille stated during a recent phone interview with Decider. Despite this setback, she expressed gratitude to Bravo for introducing her to Morocco, as her previous visit equipped her with valuable insights that proved beneficial during her challenging filming for the Fox competition series. "Going to Morocco for the girls' trip and having fun with my friend Brandi Glanville is completely different from standing atop Atlas Mountain and traversing the Sahara Desert in 120-degree heat, all while hanging off the side of a helicopter," Marcille explained, highlighting the extreme conditions she faced. With the support of her fellow contestants, including actor Jussie Smollett and Cody Brown from Sister Wives, Marcille, whose family has a military background, discovered her own resilience. "I didn't realize how strong I truly was," she admitted. "I thought I was tough before, but I am 10 times tougher than I ever imagined." In a conversation with Decider ahead of the Season 4 premiere, Marcille discussed the advice she received from her brother before heading to Morocco, the experience of having her Bravo sister Teresa Giudice alongside her, and how her former co-star Kenya Moore inspired her to join the show. Here's a glimpse into that enlightening discussion. "Decider, I'm a huge fan of Special Forces and can't wait to see you on the show. What motivated you to participate?" Eva Marcille: "There were several factors. I wanted to challenge myself and step outside my comfort zone. Additionally, my eldest brother is a career Marine, and my father served 3 tours in Vietnam. I wanted to gain a deeper understanding and appreciation for the sacrifices they made, not just for our family, but for countless others. If they could risk their lives for their careers, I felt it was only right for me to take on this challenge for a few weeks." "Did you receive any advice from them before you left?" "Absolutely. My brother told me, nothing lasts forever. No matter how heavy the burden, how exhausted you feel, or how much pain you endure, just keep pushing forward. Before you know it, it will all be over. Right. This too shall pass." Exactly. The beauty of this experience is that it taught me to cherish the friendships I formed and to appreciate every moment, as even the best times are fleeting. Have you watched previous seasons? Were there any stories from past contestants that inspired you? Oh, definitely. My friend Kenya Moore participated in the first season, and I know how strong she is. I've seen her work hard to achieve her success, and her determination motivated me. Cam Newton, one of the greatest football players, also inspired me with his strength. I wanted to understand what it takes beyond just physical prowess. It's not just about being the strongest. It's about enduring the toughest challenges. I questioned whether my mental, physical, and emotional strength was sufficient. Right. The mental aspect is often overlooked in this show. Exactly. People tend to focus on physical challenges, like how many push-ups they can do or how fast they can run a mile. But the emotional toll is significant. Missing loved ones, dealing with constant yelling, it can be overwhelming. You're not the only Real Housewife on Season 4. Teresa Giudice and her daughter Gia are also part of the cast. What was it like to have that Bravo connection? Oh, it was wonderful to have my Bravo sister there. Our true bond formed during Special Forces. Teresa and I are quite similar. People think they know us, but they really don't. This show stripped away the glitz and glamour, putting us to the test alongside others, regardless of gender or celebrity status. It was all about teamwork and not letting each other down. Watching Teresa tackle her challenges while also supporting her daughter Gia was truly inspiring. Speaking of Bravo, you were last in Morocco for the ill-fated Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. What was it like to return? I'm grateful to Bravo for introducing me to Morocco and Marrakesh. Returning felt good because I was somewhat familiar with the environment. However, the experience of filming Girls Trip with Brandy Glanville was nothing like standing on Atlas Mountain or in the Sahara Desert, facing extreme heat and hanging off a helicopter. It was a completely different experience. I imagined there was a lot less drama this time around. Absolutely. There was no room for petty drama. We were focused on finding food we could recognize and navigating challenges that made us appreciate what we often take for granted. That speaks to the closeness you developed with the cast. Some have referred to it as trauma bonding. Who did you connect with the most? I would say Jussie Smollett. We bonded immediately, both feeling like fish out of water but sharing a determination to push through. There was a moment when I was having a panic attack, and he reassured me, saying, "It's just water. It's you and Marley, and everything is fine." That really helped me regain my composure. You really do find yourself connecting with everyone, as you never know who you'll need to rely on. Exactly. If I put on sunglasses, everyone else did too. I was surprised to find motivation from Cody Brown, whom I admire. He's a fierce individual. And then there's Chanel Iman, a supermodel whose strength is often underestimated. We bonded over hair care and supported each other throughout the challenges. I also had connections with Teresa, Gia, and even Nick Young, who used to be my neighbor in Los Angeles. It was a unique experience to be surrounded by so many talented individuals. The bonds formed are often the highlight of the show. Now we're like family. If I ever need a blood transfusion, I know exactly who to call. What's the most significant lesson you learned about yourself through this journey? The biggest revelation for me was discovering my own strength. I thought I was tough, but I realized I'm 10 times tougher than I ever believed. I pushed myself beyond my limits and achieved things I never thought possible. This experience has shown me that I can truly accomplish anything, and my ability to self-motivate has skyrocketed, which I didn't even think was feasible because I'm already quite optimistic. This interview has been edited for brevity and clarity. Don't miss Special Forces World's Toughest Test, airing Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox.